Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. I'd like to share with you today. It's a saying we said has come back way back when that says you're known by the company that you keep. You're known by the company that you keep. Oh my gracious, I can't tell you how many times my mother has used that with me. You know, it was a scripture that said she would say bad associations spoil useful habits. So basically, she was saying if you hang around people who are doing wrong, you're going to start moving in that direction. A lot of people say, I don't agree with that, but 9 times out of 10, you can judge people's character by the people that they hang around with, you know? And it's true. Why would you hang around somebody except you have something in common with them? If that's your best friend, then you have something in common with that best friend to make that your best friend. You got to have something that you both enjoy doing. There's something about your lives that that kind of adds up together. You got some similarities, some familiarities. There's something that you both enjoy doing that makes it so that you enjoy spending time with that particular person or going around that particular area, right? I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. All my children, every last one of them, I watch their friends. I watch their friends, and I can tell them who they are based on their friends. I'm looking at them, you know, and who they choose in their life, and those who they allow to be a part of their life, tells me a lot about my child. It tells me, okay, so my child likes to do this, they like to do that. Mama, no, honey, look, I'm watching so and so. That's your best friend. So while your best friend is, doing this, that, or the other, what are you doing? Oh no, I'm not. Come on, you know. And so it's the same thing. Um, when you choose a partner in your life, and your partner is talking to you about their life, and one of the things I did, this is what I did. Um, I wanted to see how they were around their friends. I needed to go on their stomping ground. You know, they have barbecues or they having a little shindig. I go to their shingdings and I watch how they maneuver around their friends. I watch how their friends maneuver around them. You know, and it's telling me who they are. You know, if their friends all enjoy doing this, that's your friend for how many years? Okay, so it's showing me character. It's giving me characteristics, not what you're telling me, but what you're showing me, right? Just follow suit, right? Just follow suit. Pay attention to that. How their friend is. I don't care how quiet they act around you. If their friends is loud and going forth and and they've been friends for how long? Something inside might not have came out. The egg ain't been broke all the way in, but honey, there's something about that friendship, that kinship, that relationship that makes them have the same ideals, thoughts, or whatever it may be. Something. There's some kind of characteristic about that person. And so I would watch, you know, all your friends, love to shop, love to dance, love to party, love to, you know, uh, intake drugs or whatever, like to cheat, run around, whatever, right? All your friends are involved with church, all your friends are musicians, all your friends are, whatever. They all cook, whatever. It's telling me a lot about you, right? So I pay attention to that. I go on your stomping ground, I see how they act, and then I'm watching them. I'm watching your friends as well as watching you. I'm watching your friends. And sit there long enough, you'll find out some things. You really will. And that's when you take out time. Because if you take out time to know somebody, and you must do that, I talk about it all the time. Don't be so eager to jump into a relationship. Don't be so desperate. Desperate people always get desperate outcomes. And it's normally not in your favor when you're desperate, you know? And one thing I always say to anybody, I am not desperate. You just ain't gonna give me something and say, well, you You know you're at a stage in your life now you can't be choosing. Who said that? How you gonna set a standard for somebody else's life? How you gonna tell them what they can't have, right? Well, in this town there ain't but so many people your age. Well, around here, basically telling you got to settle, and you don't have to. You don't have to settle ever in life. You don't. When you see or know what you want, you don't have to settle for anything less than that unless you choose to. And if you choose, that's your right. But never allow anybody to make you think that you know, have to settle and say, well, I might not get another chance. I might as well take this. And when you do, you pay for it. You will. You'll pay for it. It may not be a big pay, but you'll pay for it. You know, um, I remember when I purchased this home. I purchased this home because I had sold my last house, and I was waiting to purchase a home in another state. And this is during the time they had that big, oh, I think you've heard me talk about this big housing thing that happened. When they start bidding on houses, I ain't never seen a market change in my life. Bidding on houses, right? So I'm like, wow, um, these people from different places was had loan money, right? So they were taking a house almost double the price because where they come from is still cheaper than what they could buy their houses at. So I was being outbidded everywhere. So this house came available, and when this house came available, I was at, like, I had been to like maybe 9 or 10 houses. I had gotten all these houses inspected. I had been running, 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 and I've been with, you know, I wasn't displaced, but I felt like I was, right? I was comfortably and securely in my son's home, and it was fine. But I wanted my own because I'm just that type of chick. I like to have my own. So um, finally, this house came available, and I bidded on it. And it was a bid, and I said, I would do this and I would do that, because I wanted to make my offer so that they would not, refuse me, because I wanted to get into a home. And I finally got this house. And probably within 2 months of being in this house, I said, this ain't the house I'm supposed to have. You know, ain't enough lighting for me. It's not enough windows. I need a whole lot of light in my house, you know. And but this is where I am, right? I got something. I'm in my home, and it's a nice location, yada yada. But it wasn't what I really wanted, so I settled because I was tired of looking. See where I'm going? you know. And those who come by, they love the home, and I'm thankful. I'm grateful for every bit of it. But I know it's not what I wanted, you know. So I said, come next year, come next year, prayerfully things change. I want to relocate because I want to get what I really wanted, you know, and not have something just to say I've got something. And I know if that time comes in, I will, because at least now I know that. And that's what you find out in life. See, sometimes you gotta hit those them walls, right? You gotta get to a place where you say, "Dang, I didn't expect this, but here I am," and it happens. But now that you do things differently. You know, your life experiences will help you be able to make better choices down the road. And that's all you want to do. You want to make better choices about your life. And when you make better choices, it is going to help you make better choices, and help somebody else guide them and say, hey, I've been down that road before. If you want this to work, if you want to find yourself doing this, maybe you want to try doing something different, right? And how did that come about? Because of your experiences. Your experiences are jewels. They're golden because it's going to help somebody know that it will be better if you do it differently. You got to do it differently, you know. So wherever you are today, whatever decision you have to make, don't allow situations or circumstances around you to push you into doing something that you're not ready for. Make sure whatever you decide to do, you're doing it because what you want to do, right? And note everything. Note everything, which is if you're ready to move forward, and a lot of times I do talk about relationships. If you're ready to move forward on a relationship, take out time to pay attention to everything that's important to you. And then that characteristic can't be hidden. But so long, we have this thing that says, about the cat in the bag. The cat gonna start howling after a certain period of time. You're right. It says, you're gonna let the cat out the bag now, and sometime the cat is gonna get out the bag. Basically saying this: you can hide something for a while, but you can't hide it forever. Eventually, that cat's gonna start to meow. Meow. What's that sound? Oh, don't pet no mind. You hear it again. Meow. What's that sound? Oh, don't worry about it. You hearing things. Now you pay attention now. There's a cat in that bag that's trying to get out. Basically saying this: every once in a while, if it's not their character, they will give you signs that you may overlook, that you may say, and they say, oh no, that slipped up. No, now that I don't, that's out of character. I don't normally do that. But pay attention to those signs, because what's in you got to come out. You cannot change who you are overnight to try to persuade somebody or fool somebody into believing you're something that you're not. Right? So wherever you are in life, whatever it is you're trying to go, whoever it is you want to bring into your life at this sector of your life, make sure it's what you're looking for. Do not come off desperate. Do not come off that you will accept anything and later on regret what you accepted, because you did accept it, right? I said I'll take this, so I can't get upset with anybody for my choosing this home. I can't get upset about it because I chose it. But I can make a change because I chose it. And when I realized that my choice wasn't the choice I wanted, I can make a change, and I will, and I will, because I'm given opportunities. As long as there's breath in my body, I can make a difference. So can you. You know, you can make a difference. You find me today outside because I know about the importance of grounding. Being able to have your feet on the ground, and my feet is on the ground. And my hands are touching the ground. I am on the ground, right? Because I know the importance of being able to ground. And those who don't know anything about grounding, and I know most of you do, but study it. The reason to ground, the benefits of grounding, what you're going to experience after you ground, right? Do it 30 minutes a day. Find your feet barefooted on that ground. Walking your ground. Whenever you get a chance, you do that. And I tell you, I'm grateful. Today, this queen was born 60 some years ago. Right? And, and here she comes. So 60 some years ago, this queen was born. And when she was born, right, I am grateful today because today I'm able to say, that I'm healthy. I'm not on any prescription medication. I'm not on any kind of breathing machine. I am blessed. I am blessed, and I know a lot of that comes from lifestyles, but I choose. And one of the things I do choose to be barefooted. Time I walk in my house, I'm barefooted. Many times I'm walking outside my house, I am barefooted. And as long as I'm allowed to, I will be barefooted. If I didn't have to wear them when I walked into the store, I'll probably be barefooted, right? Somebody say, you gotta be careful because you got this. I understand exactly everything you just said. I understood everything you said to me, but I also know this, right? I'm not a fearmonger. I don't live in fear. I do live in faith, and I do live, in health, because I do know my health is my wealth. So I live healthy, and I know what's healthy for me. It may not be the same for you, but it's healthy for me to be able, to make sure I am living the best that I know how. To live your best life, I'm living it, my best life. Okay? So if you find time to get out there and ground, please do. Find it and get into that place and stay there. All right? You have an awesome day. Let your light so ever shine. You be awesome, be great, stand firm on whatever it is you believe. And please, they say don't take no wooden nickels. Don't take no wooden nickels, honey. That means don't take anything from anybody that you know is not authentic and is not real. It's not going to serve you a great purpose. You want something that's going to help you along the way, right? You want something that you can be able to stand on and say, hey, this is what I want, period. Okay? So don't be desperate. Wait on what you say you want and watch it happen because it will. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. You have a fabulous day. Again, let your light so ever shine. Be marvelous. Stay positive. And find your way to ground, honey. Find your way to ground. Because something is coming your way. Thank you so much. Greetings.